So welcome everyone to another quick documentation video here with our increasingly successful Linux distribution. Basically, yes, one last thing, documentation. So you have a new T2 download for your CISC, x86 or RISC high performance Spark, PowerPC and stuff workstation, and want to make full use of that, right? So what are the first steps? Also want to move that here. So what are the recommended first steps, right? And so I will document that here now because obviously documentation. So let's quickly install that. Let's hope that goes smooth. Of course, as a professional. So also this video is not documenting the installation. I have a 3-year-old 4K. Maybe we also. Okay, let's connect with Spice. So much for Spice. Do we have? Yeah, let's maybe. Anyway, installation is not part. It's installation. It's just like auto partition. Like basically read the freaking manual and back up your data and stuff. Let's maybe logical volumes because why not? Erase all data. Yes. BetterFS, please. That we just fixed this morning. That probably looks good. Let's see what happens. And that's basically more or less installation, right? So because we cross-compile everything, and you might wonder why, if we build on an Epic Threadripper Horizon, why do we cross-compile? Because all the other 29-ish of the 32 build variants are all cross-compilation to PowerPC, RISC-V, ARM, MIPS, and so on, right? Microblaze, AVR, and so on and so on. So that is why we cross-compile everything, so that the 90% users of using x86 or ARM, but those otherwise natively compiled stuff would have a different set of like build, like reproducible build artifacts, because some stuff is not 100% perfect when you cross compile it, notably mostly Perl or Python. All the other stuff is mostly good. So, and also it's simplified stuff, right? It's the same reproducible build thing for architecture. So like not like stuff is like major cross-compiled stuff is majorly broken on only the 10%, not that use of like the 10% users of 90% of the architectures, RISC-V, Spark, PowerPC. That is why. So let's just test for today. We're still in Europe. And we're there, and yes, installations like just continue, it's probably fine. And so it's installation. It's super easy, right? Everyone in my child can soon do it, and probably should be all fine. Famous last words, nothing like. And so with my invention of kexec after installation, which may or may not other Linux distributions might do, it just kexec into the new system. This is amazing. So let me just think how I best resize this for better use scale display. Maybe scale display. Is it fully on there? Probably mostly, right? That is probably, except you don't see this fully, because so let's reposition that a little bit better for your viewing. Darn. This way doesn't allow resizing. The future this way doesn't allow resizing larger than display. Thank you very much. So the first steps, right? So the first step is checking out the T2 sources. Oh, by the way, let's try, you know what, I had a serial console here. Let's reboot anyway. Just so that I can better copy and paste. So now we have this here for even better readability. Hopefully I can copy and paste stuff. So that would be all right. Of course we expect network to work, right? Usually DH client, of course you like basically of course you would normally do that here, just DHCP, yes, and So normally you would just do that. What's that is? So now we've done it proper for you playing along at home. So the next step, so normally you could just check out the T2 sources. So let's document that, because what's not documented people ask, and I get too many emails now that we get more and more successful to use this source. Let's best without typo. Let's copy and paste that. And also, if this Ryzen appears to be a little bit lagging, I'm rebuilding the ISO just for some excessive testing. Also, let's swap this with that, and let's document that. So, of course, we will tell you some story. We have this here already. So, getting started. New state. Why do you have no new state here? Did I even? Why do I have getting started with a fresh? Why do I have? Or did this? Or maybe this had. Let's see. Our usual magazine. This will magazine probably be magazine article. Okay, we had date here for some reason. Okay, good, fine. Of course, there will be some story that I will write probably later because it's too boring, like cross compile, yada yada, and so on. So had that even already amazing. Probably we need to document everything because of course we have to. So that would be CD, because if you don't write it here, people will not do it. Yes, I know that already. So, okay, I started here, as you see already, I started here already some week ago, but yeah, no time and stuff, too much stuff is broken. So now that we have the sources, you could emerge stuff, right? And let's maybe document this. Like what would be something like, okay, let's say you are a fan of, what would be you a fan of Nano, Lua, Ruby. Let's see if, let's try some. Usually when we try something here, it doesn't work. So let's try that. So what this does, previously it was like a decade ago, it wasn't that easy. Previously you had to run a configuration. We scripted that, so since some year or two, T2 will reuse the in-system configuration. So we made, like every year we made stuff easier, right? So that even my 3-year-old, like coming soon, shall I subscribe? Watch my 3-year-old building his first own T2 system, probably in some months or a year. Okay, that's not entirely super amazing because it builds Git. That is probably a little bit unnecessary. Not sure why it's. Oh, let's. Okay, fine. Let's document Git. So normally, so emerge. Okay, we have that here already. So basically, this is the reason why I document this. Obviously, I tried to document stuff with some structure. So the structure would be normally you could just build stuff, right? Emerge. No, we did, right? But then, of course, here's some text, but because some things are not fully featured, let's, by the way, test that. Also, now we're building Git. Should I Control-C that? I'm somewhat, how many packages? So, for some reason, some packages have a stray Git dependency. I slightly wonder how many. I mean, some packages really need Git for extracting the version information, which I'm not the greatest fan of, but it is what it is. I didn't invent that, so yeah, we have here some string to. Yeah, I will. You know what? I think it warrants to do. To do line probably approaching 400. Check and remove. Let's try and get that. So. Let's try something. So I need to test something. The point of this video is also like having users, new users to T2 have the ability here, so it's a chance to ask me anything while I do and test stuff I need to test anyway. Let's see something that would need me. Oh, let's how do we do this best? Maybe what would need Meson. Of course, a lot of stuff. Let's woodlib spice. Some stuff has crazy depend. Okay, let's try to build spice protocols just because for testing protocol. Okay, Meson Ninja. Okay, that is a good test. Because I wanted to check Meson and Ninja will probably not just work, and I want to know which, because one definitely needs setup tools. I like that. We probably also, this is part of PIP, I believe. I wonder if, of course, in the long term we will solve this even better. So basically we need to, yeah, so this needs Meson. Let's see what happens, what currently happens when we just build Meson. Okay, this does not, so maybe nowadays PIP is enough. Oh, this also builds in the wrong order. Thank you very much. Let's quickly fix it. What does it build? Wait, which order did it? Ah, this because this failed already. And it's Epic thread driven, right? Faster to build, or it failed so quickly. So we split this out recently from Python. Previously this was shipping in Python. And so this was PIP 100. Okay, it's just an arbitrary. Let's build this for now just after Python. And let's see if that is enough, because previously we had to rebuild all of Python. Maybe that is not always necessary anymore. Oh wait, why does okay, it had to once. Okay, this no module name setup. Oh wait, did I? Setup tools. So it needs to, do we have setup tools? Okay, there is something here. Is it the full package? Maybe not. Okay, so then the thing is to rebuild setup tools. To have a paper towel. Excuse me, maybe I should close the window, but it's a little bit damp here. Maybe some drizzling sunshine outside. So, so then it is set up tools, and this is ITS tools. Do we really need that? And we need Perl anyway, so let's document that. So Perl and set up tools. So here will be some filling text of explanation of stuff so that people can learn something. So we need Perl, I know that already. That is, and so like, yeah, one day I will, like, maybe in a year or two I will, like, but basically, I mean, this is also crazy, right? If this would be my Unix legacy scripting project, that is Perl, I would make it so that it cross-compiles. But yeah, somehow Larry Wallace doesn't. It's hilarious. That's such major. I mean, yeah, the code quality is anyway really strange. See code quality of Perl. So there's probably a reason why that's not very popular anymore. So this will take a second. So basically, the test is to find out whether setup tool is enough, because then we don't necessarily need to recommend new users to rebuild all of Python. I mean, Perl, yeah, I mean, basically you need to rebuild Perl because some autoconf stuff relies on it, and it otherwise doesn't have all of its modules. So, by the way, I could have been more clever. Yeah, okay, now it typed so slow that it already builds anyway. I wanted to build it in the background. Did it build now? Yeah. Okay, so then all of Automake should work. One way to test this is egg needs auto confiscation. So let's see if that works. Yes, it needs libstr, that is correct. At least not sure if it can be actually configured away. So that definitely auto confiscates. I should have made the coffee before the live stream. Why haven't I? There's still some. Okay, egg built, so then. Where's my freaking coffee cup? Assistant, student, intern. Where's my child when I need him? So, that builds amazing, and then let's test Mason Ninja and what needed. This was probably Mason, so then that is, of course, an improvement of just rebuilding setup tools. I mean, maybe rebuilding some Python cache would be enough. Yeah, so basically, maybe we could have some post-install Python cache stuff, whatever. Maybe let's 400 to-do entries in no time. Review Python registry compiled code post-install cache stuff, but not today. I have a distribution to release. Where's my terminal? T2, where is even, here, wait, this is a new one. So that works. What else? So that is basically it. So so the main thing is, what have we done? And that is why I document this. Nano for testing. So yeah, basically basically you could emerge anything except the setup tools or Python build artifact registry code cache, whatever registration caching thing for that rebuild setup tools and Perl. Yeah, on an SGOctane it might take 20 minutes or so, as it is there. Let's test what did we build previously. So also PIP did before, so let's just for the fun of it. Okay. So that's basically it. That is everything, right? So the only important thing is, so basically install T2. Of course you can use it, Firefox, XFCE, terminals and stuff, compiler, go Rust, go crazy. And like if you want to merge stuff that mostly just works except Python and Perl marginalities that we tackle someday. And then you could emerge anything, like let's try RxVT, Unicode and Blackbox. Let's say you are a vintage. So yeah, that looks okay. TTY, RxVT Unicode, amazing stuff. So yeah, it's that easy, right? And then with mostly cleaned up dependencies, yes, I'm aware the dependency has probably the main reasons, and the number one reason, there are probably two reasons why T2 is not more popular. So reason number one, and of course, 15 years ago, Rocklinux was, of course, at one point more popular. But yeah, nobody earns money, people move on and so on. But the two main reasons are, first, being at the right place at the right time. Other of the 2000, like a handful of these 2000 distributions have been at the right place, like maybe the USA, maybe in Silicon Valley. Like, yeah, being in good old Europe, it's like, yeah, not being at the right place and not at the right time. Had we been just some months, like it's just some month here, just some month there, and so on, it could have been exponentially already much more better. But it is what it is. The number two reason, of course, our dependency resolution never has been amazing. It is slightly better now, and I will, after this year's infrastructure and eventually microkernel, shall I subscribe? But I significantly spent computing resources to rebuild these cache files to be much more up to date with KDE GNOME. Also, like, hey, KDE GNOME dependency is a nightmare, right? Even me, it took always Googling and browsing and grabbing and stuff. So yeah, I'm not really wanting to test more today. I mean, we could like Alacrity, testing some. Okay, this is slightly less ideal. Yeah, so speaking of dependency, right? It's of course Alacrity might have a libx present dependency. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's a stray, maybe it's just some random include file or optional or whatnot. But yeah, emerge could even have some sanity checks that the packages. But like basically, yeah, that is reason number two, right? Dependency resolution. Not amazing. We will be working on it. Not necessarily, I mean, we will improve it probably a little bit this year. I'm not promising to completely make it amazing this year because I have other things to do, like running a company and other stuff, earning money, pay the Electron bill. but maybe next year. So yeah, also for microkernel to write, because it's mostly good enough for me. And also, like a pro tip, if you emerge something of KDE GNOME, so not like I spend efforts and more of KDE GNOME build now, but this one pass dependency resolution will not catch everything. Oh, and right, I could document. You need to rebuild some things because due to not supporting cross compilation, the GTK stuff is built without G-object introspection, a super stupid technology, even if to call it technology because it's not cross-compilable. I think they run native binaries to extract stuff from headers. It's still really stupid technology invention. Like, yeah, stuff that should never have been invented, at least not like, because C is not amazing, C with classes and stuff, like, yeah, and then introspection of, yeah, doing that in C with another preprocessor because can never. By the way, does it build something or is this somehow? Yeah, it's just macro dependencies, huh? Yeah, I probably could, probably should. I mean, yeah, Qt KDE doesn't have this issue, but yeah, if you wanted to emerge the GNOME stuff that needs GR stuff, so if you, so yeah, the first prototype I wanted to say is like if you emerge something like gedit and it fails for some stuff in between, like first make sure that stuff builds and maybe build some dependencies that's not yet recorded. So it's a little, it's doable. I'm aware, as I said, I'm aware it's not super perfectly amazing. It will be maybe next year. Share, like, subscribe, Patreon, all the good stuff and so on. Is it even doing something or is it okay, it did something. It just took a while. I've never seen BTOP on a serial console Linux terminal thing. It looks, of course, less than on Unicode and stuff. Still cool though. Yeah. So that indeed emerged. Amazing. Just took a while. I mean, we could test Go. Maybe we should test Go. Let's test Go because what's tested is broken. And yeah, I also, like, basically, I have some other important stuff to do, including beta test suite, right? Because just last night, other new users of T2 found BetterFS previous video broken on their RISC machines. And I had to fix that, right? If we had, like, if they or we had a test suite, which I'm actually ironically creating here the most test suite of all the people who don't have a test suite, we would have catched that, right? So for me, a little more test suite is better, more important quality of life improvement over a little bit dependency resolution, which is 90% good for me, but yes, I will make it more perfect soon. What did we wanted to? All right, Go. Do we have this in Go, or why do we have? Oh yeah, we have it in Go. Maybe there should be more in shell, or I mean, it's not a shell. But my Porsche. Let's see if that blends. Oh, failed. Oops. No notice patch. Someone, maybe data updated that. Avoid checking the hub for new versions in startup as it might be security risk depending on your threat model. Interesting. Yeah, I guess let's patch that if we would have the sources here. Yeah, not on every live stream you get something for free, right? Or improvement of documentation and patches. Keep source on error, yes, and no, we don't need. Today, where was my freaking? But let's grab a coffee and then we have people watching. So okay, let's first, as we have people watching, let's first. I'm not that coffee addicted. Cheers. Let's substitute coffee with some mate. So, find reject Unicode garbage. Yeah, of course. So then I usually first, so that is notice, notice, has notice, false. Okay, that should be easy to patch. Fix file notice. Only run this for the shells that support injecting the notice directly. Notice has notice, upgrade notice. Where is this upgrade thing? I mean, we probably could patch it over here. I believe I don't even saw what such assignments. What was comment this? Is this valid go? Yeah, that comment is like, let's hope that works like this. So what I usually do, and I don't know the previous patch name, just X and then no notice. The other part probably applied. And being perfectionist, let's patch that here. So that we have date and version. Then this GitHub. Let's hope if we... And if you want to see verbose stuff, that we welcome everyone. So, yeah, that concludes probably release season. As you see, stuff is much snappier, error reduced, if not mostly error free. Okay, that didn't build. Thank you very much. Unable to find value constant. What? Unable to find value of. Wait, is it even an error or? What is here the freaking error now? User go source OS user unable to find server of constant set get power or size max. Fun stuff. Okay, you had me at that. Whatever. Oh my gosh, patches. Welcome. May or may not build whatever's up with it. Just quickly commit that. Where is my? Here is my. You could have. That were nice times before used Wayland and my some keyboard scene selection keys worked. Fixed or rebased my Porsche this patch. Actually, you know what? As this is a valid file name. Oh my Porsche notice patch. Yeah. So, oops, sorry. Okay, let's do this in a second. Here. What else do we need to document? So basically, yeah, should we... you know what, we can always... Alright, we wanted to... one more thing, right? This the G-object introspection stuff. Let's test one thing and then the G-object introspection. I also still need to fix that. Because usually this Luajit is a quite good system stability test. Okay, that worked. That is a good sign. Because often when my system compiler wasn't 100% perfect, the first thing that always broke was Luajit for some reason. So someone recently in the YouTube comment said, but we ship the last beta version. Do they have here any? Apparently not the most release worthy there anymore. But that is not really. What do we have? Beta 3? Oh, we don't have. Nah. Whatever, oldish. Yeah. Then let's build GTK stuff in a second. Let's just see if... Ah, they have 0 2 days ago. What a coincidence. Blink, nothing like one more win. Oh, they attacked us. So let's see what's in the blink term. Short of the blinken lights. Prawn to announce first milestone release. Brand new approach user space virtual machine. 420k dependency free static library that implements about 636 and instructions. Pretty good at running simple command line programs. Snappyjet 2 times faster than QML. Yeah, I like this thing. Pretty nice thing. So let's test build this. And then let's check some light. Okay, that, oops. So that works too. Amazing. So what would be a, by the way, was there a GIMP update? By the way, what was? What did I, GIMP? Alright, this is a stable release, right, to 1034, because they need forever for their GTK whatever 3 port. So how many dependencies does it need for a quick dependency test? Quite some. Anything out of the exception? Alright, GTK plus, right. Let's see, I mean some stuff here might be outdated. I'm not sure if stuff still uses libbonobo. But we certainly could give it a short try. Speaking of try, how's my... Yeah, I mean right now my system is cooler. Not only is it today cooler, T-ambient cooler today, but due to only having one build here with all the serialized configure runs, it's probably half the temperature or so, or half, like what even is our load average? Yeah, 10. Yeah, it's a third of load average. Wait, did I, don't tell me I killed, or did I move it? Probably I moved it here. How did I move that? Somehow I moved it. How is reassigning? Okay, fine, leave it there. Okay, some stuff, this is XML parser, okay. So what happened, so that is basically an example. Should we, I mean the only reason this doesn't work is because I limit for 15 years or so. I limited the emerge dependencies because our dependencies were never 100% clean, and only this year live on YouTube I took some efforts to clean this up because we have too many circular everything depends on everything because of stray stuff using like even MTST, right? Trying like all configure scripts detect a manifest tool of maybe Windows or whatever. So would this brushes even build? Oh, the brush is built. That is funny. My paint. So the only reason that probably, oh wait, this also is not, why is this not having like some L parser dependency? Questions over questions. Perl XML parser, did I not? Wait, this is... Why is this not finding it? Okay, let's... Maybe... So this would... This here becomes a G-object introspection line. If you wanted to rebuild... I mean, most people who don't use GNOME don't need this. So per setup tools and Perl XML parser. So maybe it has actually the Perl XML parser dependency, just, yeah. It's just, might not have been working due to whatever Perl cached registration artifact precompiled stuff dependency. What is building even? Maybe I should more often build with verbose, and I don't wonder if something is still building. Librsv. So yeah, this is a Rust test. That is basically, okay, this build, so all the system is basically in pretty good shape because that in the meantime requires Rust. If you didn't know. So here we basically need to rebuild. Yeah, what is the question? We need to rebuild some stuff. Maybe GIMP wasn't the best choice. Do I even run? It feels so slow. Enable KVM. No, it's enabled. Okay, so there we have a GIR thing. This GIR, if you didn't know, this GIR are those G-object introspection files. And what did we not have just... Did I miss? Visualize that. Also I think it was GTK plus, right? So the thing is, now that we have G-object introspection installed, it wants to use it. Yeah, GTK pixbuff. Okay, so let's complete the list here. This was GTK2 and so GDK pixbuff, right? So the thing is, okay, this will of course fail because it's missing the dependency now. T2 will not rebuild that because it's installed in the same version. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. Why is... Okay, now it's building GDK pixbuff later, thank you very much. It's also not ideal. It is what it is. So normally you wouldn't do this with GDK plus 2, it's only vintage packages that still use it. Vintage packages like GIMP. So yeah, T2 wouldn't build this because it's installed in the latest version, just not with the G-object introspection. This is also, okay, fine, I need to take this another day. Why does something have a E2FS dependency? E2FS procs. So most of the stuff has probably no right to depend on this. So I use this chance to clean this up immediately. Only a handful of... So maybe this needs this, I don't know, maybe this, but this has an optional dependency. And it's installed anyway, so even if some are inaccurate, the loss is not that huge if that should be incorrect. Maybe this needs it too. And so the next time, so that basically the dependency is already better for you. It doesn't matter the supermost, but just in case. And then the next time, so for me as a reminder that the next time I update dependencies, I see that being added, it's most likely a man page directory created first or so. If you're wondering why this is at times in here. But yeah, multiple events, not only some priority sorting, some oh my Porsche failed patch, but even unexpected E2FS dependencies. So, one dependency marginality a day or week keeps new user frustration away. So, GTK Pixbuff. Then let's see. It may or may not be enough. There are a couple of more. It might be enough for GTK +2, which we normally wouldn't need if it were not for GIMP. I believe there's also half bus. Cairo. What was the thing? Ah, did we? Ah, done. Okay. Ah, Pango. Okay, Pango. G-Object. Ah, did I somehow delete this? GTK Pixbuff. Pango. Did we had half bus already? Pango. Let's do it one by one. So it's basically just documenting. Like it's installed. It's fully working. It's just this bloody G-Object introspection, which I would have used a more sophisticated programming language than C, but other people still love their vintage programming languages. What's going on here now? It might still be more GEO stuff. Yeah, half bus as expected. Can we have a backslash here? Maybe we can. So then basically you can go to our website, our documentation, our magazine. Like, yeah, eventually we also need to rework our documentation and website fully, but that is for another month. Maybe winter or next year, whatever. It's otherwise mostly good enough for me now. Okay, half bus. And again, it was there, it's fully working, it's just this bloody G-Object introspection file. It's probably on my to-do. Maybe we have even a bounty, right? If you want to earn some money, we might have a bounty for implementing G-Object introspection cross-compilation support. But without QEMU, right? We do stuff proper or not. Other quirky embedded people might just run it through QEMU. That is not how we are doing it, because then we wouldn't have it for IA64 or ARC and whatnot. Okay, ATK. So which ATK is it even? ATSPI core maybe. ATSPI2 core. ATSPI2 core. But yeah, on your P3 or SJOC10 it might take a little bit longer. Was it even? Alright, I think it failed in GTK +2, right? Probably did. I also decreased the overvolting of my memory because 60 degree was a little bit much for my taste. So basically also a little bit stability testing. Did I not probe? Did I reboot? Did I not? What? Maybe I rebooted recently. Yeah, 48, 43, 48. it builds longer. Maybe that is also. Yeah, we could build this. Oh no, it failed. Error while loading shared library. Query modules of. Why does it not find? Cannot open, no such file, GTK. It might be that it is new in the past. Did it install this somewhere else? Okay, I don't need this today, whatever is up with that. If it fails for you to leave me in the comments below. So basically, let's see what happens if we say gedit, just to check this. ITS tool, AMT, libcanberra, GTK, enter gedit. Yeah, there might be a couple of more dependencies. Yeah, GTK. Okay, we need to rebuild GTK. That is a good. Okay, let's see GTK with G-object introspection. Let's see what happens. Again, I'm mostly testing this for you, right, to making, but that is what why T2 was not more successful, right? Even if technologically cross-compiles and is amazing and patched and stuff, like if the installation sucks, if the dependency sucks, and if we don't make documentations, like this is all the stuff people expect from open source developers, right? But your documentation, but your website, but your press release, but yeah, it's like, yeah. So, custom gear, GDK, so yeah. Basically, what more does it want? Or was it this, or was it a Neulus overview? How many do we even have here? We have plus, without plus. What was even the latest now? No, whatever. And another gear, probably. Right. Oh, there was graphene. Yeah, graphene. Oh wait, is it even the right? Oh no, we have only one there. Is this the right one? The order here doesn't matter. And T2's image will sort that. Okay, not built. So that probably, and that's what I wanted to document, right? And like everything takes time, right? So you can always say, just this few lines. I'm sure I remembered some, but I mean, obviously I didn't remember. I mean, did I see? I probably even said Cairo, or no, not Cairo. Was it Cairo? What was the other Pango? I think it was Cairo. Anyway, so GTK apparently not sure why did we rebuild Cairo? Probably not, so I don't remember. No. Okay, this might be that. The truth is gedit needs even more dependencies. What more will fail here? GTK3 gear, so we probably also rebuilt the wrong package. So we have GTK, oh wait, is it GTK plus, right? GTK, yeah, so we have GTK plus 2, GTK, yeah, that is obviously you need 4 versions of GTK for your Linux desktop in 2023, cheers. Let's see, what does it, alright, what have I done there? What did I even, why does this, GTK stuff, why does these dependencies are way off? That's actually a good catch. Probably I committed some less than stellar dependencies from rebuilding GTK. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I mean, better dependencies. I know. Okay, yeah, this GTK update icon cache is something for another day. Did this build? Despite this is otherwise built. Yeah, so icon cache. I thought I patched this all. Is it icon cache update? No, whatever. I will find it icon. It's the year of the Linux desktop. GTK plus. Was it plus? It was plus. Yeah, so this is removing. Okay, it's, why does it have, so normally we shouldn't manually edit that. It's improving some stuff. Wait, from when was, well, this was pretty recent. Okay, why does it have Clang now? I only removed it manually, so normally we will not, but I will further automate and filter that. So we can check why it depended on E2FS probably. E2 probably direct libcom error, so what the heck? Why? What? Why? I thought it's completely stray one, but that's a surprise. Python. And Python depends on libclang CPP? Oh my god. How did we deserve that? Oh, and Python links to libassound? You can't make this shit up. Are you effing kidding me? I wonder if it's really used. Maybe that is completely arbitrary stray. Theoretically, I wonder if it's possible to change depths to first order only, like only depend on Python and not its libraries, maybe. There's more here. So let's GTK. But that is for another day. I will obviously release this, no? Ah. So yeah, that explains, if you're wondering why is there alzalib, and that's like, it's a real thing, it's just, and alzalib, means the GTK dep here is also nonsensical, and like, and glibc. So, and that, And yeah, so this is the reason why we currently only do first order one pass dependency resolution, because despite all my efforts, it's still not perfect. But we're like yeah, if Python links to everything, maybe we should build everything with WL as needed or so. Passing is needed to the dash dash is needed or whatever. But yeah. So that's probably what would be a small. Was ghex still a thing? Oh, there's 44. It has a possibility. I wonder if it builds or if it needs Vala. You never know with all this modern stuff. Maybe it builds, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's up and done. Lib adviter not found. What? Or is it runtime? Oh no, it's adviter lib. Why is this not in there? Lib adviter. Our former build was broken, maybe? Okay, I don't really want to rebuild all of that. Okay, so theoretically there's Vala in that, which what I thought. Let's see what's wrong with. Maybe a control C in the wrong moment. That is possible. Should also fix it. So. Okay, this one's Vala. Okay, this Vala thing was true. Just that the dependency is not. It's like here another small step. Like basically, we did embedded and virtualization and stuff in servers and big iron and carrier grade and stuff. Nobody needed this GNOME nonsense here. This is again for those who knew. This is our low-tech solution, 20-year-old low-tech solution from when we had 600 megahertz machines for dependency resolution lib. Oh no, Vala. Or maybe this is in Lang or whatever. Vala. Yeah, so it's multiple win events as random as his live streams appear, mostly for documentation reasons. Oh, come on. But there is a reason for that. Did we had? Yeah, I mean, if there's something missing, like basically we will publish that tonight or tomorrow. So if you find something missing on this, leave in the comments below. And otherwise multiple win-wins of dependency priority improvements and stuff for saving your time and nerves. And what did I do now? Update was not update desktop database. Desktop. Which package is that? Yeah, and which package is it in? Desktop file utils. Desktop file utils, do we have that? Hey, we have that. Amazing. And why is it not in the dependencies? Oh, did I actually did this wrong? Ah, doesn't matter. Yeah, no, it doesn't build. Yeah. Previous declaration. Like, okay, maybe nobody built it with GCC, whatever, 13 or so. I'm not fixing this today. This is below my pay grade. Patches welcome. ghex. Maybe it's mostly open anyway. I mostly wanted to see what is the dependency situation here. Does it have desk? But it doesn't have desktop file utils. Why not? Did it not why? You know why not? It might be because I filter. What do they use? Configure? Because I, since recently, it's using me on the desktop. Why is this not a... Or did they only stat it and not run it yet? Some other things have it though. Not very many though. Yeah, whatever. It's kind of sort of good enough for now. We could give gedit one more try just for, and then we call it a day. What other libcompare enter gedit? Yeah, honestly, the dependency stuff here is anyway out of sync. Let's normally we even had helper scripts. I mean, normally, of course, you should manually thought that. We had automated scripts, which I forgot what their name might have been. Maybe I deleted some in the meantime. So yeah, that looks better. Let's... Let's commit this already, not to be that wrong, otherwise it makes completely no sense. Let's give it one more minute. Like basically, should I write this text? Do you want me to write documentation? So like basically also we need a link. Do I have a link to... Did I had... Yeah, quick install here. Yeah, probably that's still mostly valid. I hope so. Let's link to that. Tuple gweather, of course. Now that wants some more stuff. It would have been too easy if this would have just built. Yeah, some, yeah. Of course, you libgweather. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this video. Maybe don't try to build GNOME. It is sort of annoying. Probably Control C that. I wonder. I mean, yeah, I mean, and this is my depression with the state of the Linux desktop, right? This are way too many dependencies. Like if it's I mean, if you're laughing about my manual linear numeric dependency with build order resolution ID, build order here, priority. Other distributions, like all of the other 1,999 Linux distributions, they all need to fill out their RPM and dep dependency stuff. I mean, most copy just some RPM, previously Red Hat or Debian Linux. So anyway, very, very few authentic, genuine from scratch distributions. And like if you want that this dependency stuff just works, you need, oh, by the way, do we have, we should build Qt5 base. Like all of them had at one point in time figure out all this dependency stuff, right? So they don't have automated, like some packager had to type or copy and paste all of this stuff in their RPM or dep package, right? Which is of course somewhat crazy. So this builds all of Qt5 base, which probably should work. I mean, it's certainly a good system stability test. What is the build time? Yeah, so probably the next thing should be it would be cool to have a build time ETA here. Actually, do I have a to-do? Maybe I don't even have a to-do for that. Build time ETA. It's like here. Of course, I want to have 400 to-do items. So yeah, that's it for this video. It would be cool if T2 could estimate like time to build 5 minutes or so, because even I is like, I don't. So remember, we have the build time encoding in there. All it needs, I mean, that scripting is actually not that difficult. You only would need to build, I could actually prepare that here. All you need to build is binutils once, which probably I should check if it works. Like basically here, to do, maybe soon. Shellac subscribe Patreon, all this good stuff. For to do build time ETA, all you would need to do for that, I mean, besides we need to write the code, which I should probably do soon, is build binutils once, because we use I believe, I don't follow Linux from scratch very much, but once upon a time they used binutils as reference units, and so we did the same 15 years ago. And so you would need, even if you don't need to otherwise, but if you wanted this estimate that I should implement sometime soon, you need to rebuild it once so that T2 has the reference time, because otherwise it wouldn't really know how powerful your SJ Octane, UltraSpark, PS3 or Epic Threadripping latest and greatest Intel and AMD workstation is. So you would need that for that to work. I probably should do that soon, because even I would sometimes like to know, like, hey, how long can I make a coffee or live on YouTube? Should I talk about something else, or will it take 5 minutes or one? Especially then I passed 24 or so, or did I 16 or 24 cores I passed to QEMU, SKVM. Yeah, 16 today. So, and this of course is not scaling half because it's SMT, simultaneous SMT, simultaneous multi-threading, hyper-threading, using the shared resources of the 16 cores. So even I wouldn't know, it's like maybe 75 or 66% of the speed or stuff, maybe 75%, but yeah, would be, that is why even I would know actually it is in front of my eyes here, 16 threads. So yeah, I mean it's bells and whistles, but who wouldn't like bells and whistles? Okay, hey, it even built in 3 freaking minutes, oh, not even that bad. Yeah, obviously this Qt, like it shows that I spent so much time, like multiple nights. But that is for this video. It's better, not yet perfect. We are maybe 90%, 95% there, plus some new code. And some more sorting, some more filtering. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you appreciate the documentation. And don't forget to subscribe. Hope you learned something, and to see you soon for the next fun stuff and your next best Linux system to come.